We've come to Riverside Engineering in Blackburn to find out how Scott brought two brand new Nakamuras that are taking up half the space in his machine shop, but still putting out the same capacity as his three old machines.
What we do love about the Nakamura is the footprints, and it frees up a lot of space for the stock that we've got behind us. Support from ETG has been faultless, quick, efficient, can't fault them.
Now, some people think they can't afford a Nakamura because they're powerful machines, stable machines, and they're well known for being really good, reliable workhorses. First of all, Scott, could you explain to me what kind of parts you're making and what problems you were having with the older machines before these Nakamuras came in?
Just reliability issues of just not running, enough hours in a day. You were forever fixing them. I spent a hell of a lot of time always fighting with them, keeping them going, and the space they took up, the older machines, that was a big issue. As we've got, we've created a lot more space for our bar stores. And
yeah, you've got loads of bar stock behind you.
All this, whereas before they were stacked here, there and everywhere. You were falling over stuff. It's made a massive difference on that.
And it's not nice to feel like you're crammed in. You can't fit an extra pallet in where you need it to.
I know.
So, I guess you had space issues, reliability issues. What was the final straw that broke the camel's back that made you think we need to get some new machines?
We were a bottleneck on the bigger materials, on the 50mm upwards, or 50 to 65. We were letting the customer down, long lead times, and we just needed to do it. The other side of it was, like I said, it was taking us forever to get material to the machines because everything was so cramped. It was a fight. Yeah, I think the biggest thing was letting the customer down.
Okay. And what made you go for a Nakamura? What options did you choose, and why did you choose a Nakamura?
We've never had a new Nakamura before, but we've always had 3 or 4 old Nakamuras in the past, and they've always been good machines. You can't knock them. Reliability, they were always very reliable. Accuracy, fantastic. They did old size all day long. Yeah, just good machines. There's cheaper on the market, but you get what you pay for.
But I mean, even though these are not the highest end Nakamuras, they've not got a sub spindle.
No.
Because of that, they're very affordable.
You look at, we've bought 2 Nakamuras, and the way we looked at it, it was going to be about the same price for a twin spindle, twin turret machine, as opposed to buying the 2. So we thought we're getting an extra spindle, an extra machine out of it. It's worth doing. Plus the work that we were doing, we didn't warrant buying a twin spindle, twin turret machine. So that's why we did what we did.
So you've got one machine, which is the AS-200, which has not got a sub spindle.
That's the chucky, yeah.
And you're going to kind of billet load parts in just into the main spindle. And what have you got an example of a part that you've made on one of the previous machines that you can make even quicker, even though this has not got a twin turret, it's not got a sub spindle, you're still making parts quicker on this Nakamura just because it's so powerful? Yeah,
it's for a small footprint machine, it's a lot more powerful than you think. It's all right. There's more powerful machines. Don't get me wrong, but they're twice the footprint, and we don't need that. We don't need a big machine. But I didn't expect it to be as powerful as what it was. Well, what it is, sorry. It has surprised me. Like I said, one job that we bang a 50mm U-drill through. It's right at the top end of its power on the power scale, but it does it. It goes all day long, and it really surprised me.
Brilliant. And getting 2 machines for the price of one is a fantastic investment as well, because I guess you'd be doubling your machine capacity.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, we are. Yeah, we're still doing the same jobs on the AS-200L, which is a sub-spindle machine, only a single turret. Now, some jobs will be slower than a twin turret machine, but I'd say 70% of what we do is very minimal. So for getting an extra machine for that, we thought it was worth it. If we were doing more complex work with a twin spindle, twin turret would have come in, would have gone down that route. But now this has worked for us. This has really worked.
And Nakamura are supplied by ETG now. Now, what support have you had from ETG?
I can't fault ETG. They've done a fantastic job. The service is brilliant. Very impressed with the applications. They you need any help with anything, they're there. And the applications guy comes round with the salesman probably every couple of months just to see how you're doing. And do you need any help with anything? Do you know that with this machine's got this feature on and that's feature on? It's been really good. Been really good.
So how do you know that with such an investment as this, that you can rely on ETG to support you for the next, say, 5 years?
I can't see there being a problem. Like I said, from what I've had up to now, they've reacted quickly, efficiently. They're good companies to deal with.